Many people think deserts are completely silent, but that is not true. Deserts can actually produce strange natural sounds, especially during windy evenings. In some places, moving sand creates a deep humming noise that travelers describe as similar to music, or even the sound of a distant airplane. Scientists explain that this happens when dry sand particles rub against each other while sliding down dunes. The vibration becomes strong enough to create a sound people can hear from far away. Another surprising fact is that deserts are not always extremely hot. Some deserts become very cold at night because dry air cannot hold heat for long periods. This sudden temperature change makes survival difficult for plants and animals. Even so, many creatures have adapted in smart ways. Certain desert foxes have large ears that release body heat, while some plants store water for several months. Today, researchers also study deserts to understand climate patterns and water conservation. These dry regions may look empty, but they contain important lessons about survival, nature, and the changing environment of Earth. So, in a way, deserts are much more alive and mysterious than most people imagine today.
Most people think trees only provide shade and oxygen, but forests actually communicate in surprising ways. Scientists have discovered that certain trees can share nutrients and warning signals through underground fungal networks connected to their roots. This hidden system is sometimes compared to a natural internet because information moves from one tree to another. When insects attack a tree, nearby trees may start producing protective chemicals before the danger reaches them. What makes this even more fascinating is that some forests can also influence rainfall patterns. Large groups of trees release moisture into the air, which later helps clouds form and increases the chance of rain in nearby regions. Without healthy forests, some areas could slowly become much drier over time. Researchers have also found that older trees often support younger plants by sending extra nutrients through underground connections, helping small plants survive difficult conditions inside crowded forests. In recent years, scientists have been studying forests more carefully to understand climate balance and environmental protection. Many experts now believe forests play a major role in controlling temperatures, storing carbon, and protecting wildlife habitats across the planet. These green spaces may appear quiet from the outside, but deep inside, they are constantly active, connected, and full of life in ways many people
At first glance, glaciers may seem like slow-moving blocks of ice with little activity, but scientists have discovered that they play an important role in shaping the Earth. These massive ice structures constantly move, although the movement is usually too slow for humans to notice directly. As glaciers travel across land, they slowly carve valleys, transport rocks, and change the shape of mountains over thousands of years. Some of the world's most beautiful landscapes were actually formed by ancient glaciers. What surprises many researchers is that glaciers can also produce unusual sounds. Cracking ice, trapped air bubbles, and shifting frozen layers sometimes create deep rumbling noises that echo across icy regions. Experts use these sounds to study glacier movement and understand how climate change is affecting frozen environments. Scientists have also found tiny microorganisms living inside glacier ice, proving that life can survive even in extremely cold conditions. In modern times, glaciers are carefully monitored because they store a huge percentage of the world's fresh water. Many experts believe melting glaciers could strongly affect sea levels and weather systems in the future. These frozen giants may appear peaceful from a distance, but they are constantly changing, moving, and influencing life across the planet every single day.
Interestingly, lightning is not only a powerful weather event, but also one of the hottest natural phenomena found on Earth. Scientists explain that a single lightning bolt can become several times hotter than the surface of the sun for a very short moment. This extreme heat causes the surrounding air to expand rapidly, and that sudden expansion creates the loud sound we hear as thunder. Even though lightning lasts only a few seconds, it carries an enormous amount of energy through the sky. Another fascinating discovery is that lightning can sometimes create rare natural glass called fulgurite. When lightning strikes sandy ground, the intense heat melts the sand instantly and forms thin glass-like structures beneath the surface. Researchers study these formations to understand ancient weather patterns and environmental conditions from long ago. Scientists have also observed lightning storms on other planets, including Jupiter and Saturn, showing that this phenomenon exists beyond Earth as well. Today, experts continue studying lightning to improve weather prediction systems and public safety. Modern technology can track lightning strikes almost instantly across large regions. Although many people only see lightning as a dangerous flash during storms, it is actually a complex natural process that reveals
Surprisingly, bamboo is not considered a tree by scientists, even though it can grow taller than many large plants. Bamboo actually belongs to the grass family, and certain species are known as some of the fastest growing plants in the world. Under the right conditions, bamboo can grow several centimeters within a single day. This rapid growth happens because the plant absorbs water very efficiently and develops from underground stems called rhizomes. Another interesting fact is that bamboo is both strong and flexible at the same time. In many regions, people use it to build houses, bridges, furniture, and even musical instruments. Researchers have discovered that some bamboo structures can survive earthquakes better than certain hard materials because the plant bends instead of breaking easily. Bamboo forests also help the environment by absorbing large amounts of carbon dioxide and releasing oxygen into the atmosphere. In recent years, scientists and environmental experts have shown growing interest in bamboo as a sustainable resource. Since bamboo grows quickly and can be reused in many ways, it may reduce pressure on traditional wood supplies. Although it may appear like an ordinary green plant from a distance, bamboo is actually one of nature's most useful, adaptable, and environmentally valuable resources in the modern world today.
Believe it or not, some lakes around the world can suddenly change color without warning. Scientists explain that this unusual phenomenon often happens because of tiny microorganisms, changing mineral levels, or differences in temperature and sunlight. Certain lakes may appear bright pink, green, or even deep red during specific seasons. In a few cases, strong winds also mix minerals from the bottom of the lake, causing dramatic color changes across the water surface. Another fascinating fact is that some lakes can produce dangerous natural gas hidden deep underwater. Researchers discovered that gases like carbon dioxide may slowly collect beneath the lake for many years. If the pressure suddenly changes because of volcanic activity or underwater movement, the gas can rise rapidly and spread into nearby areas. Scientists carefully monitor such lakes to protect surrounding communities and better understand underground geological activity. Lakes are also important for studying climate and environmental changes. Layers of mud at the bottom often contain ancient pollen, dust, and tiny organisms that help researchers learn about weather conditions from thousands of years ago. Although lakes may appear calm and peaceful from the outside, they are actually complex natural systems filled with scientific mysteries, hidden activity, and valuable information about the history of our changing planet today.
Strangely enough, there are certain places on Earth where rocks appear to move completely on their own. In dry desert regions, scientists have discovered long trails behind heavy stones that slowly slide across the ground without human or animal involvement. For many years, people considered this a mystery, but researchers later found that thin layers of ice and strong winds can gently push the rocks over wet desert surfaces during cold nights. Some stones travel surprisingly long distances before stopping again. Another unusual fact is that Earth itself constantly produces low-frequency vibrations that humans normally cannot hear. These vibrations, sometimes called the planet's natural hum, are created by ocean waves, storms, and movement deep inside the Earth's crust. Scientists use highly sensitive instruments to study these vibrations because they help researchers understand earthquakes and underground geological activity more clearly. Even when everything seems quiet, the planet is still full of hidden motion and energy. Today, researchers continue exploring strange natural phenomena to improve scientific knowledge about Earth's environment and behavior. Many mysteries that once seemed impossible are now explained through careful observation and advanced technology. Although nature may sometimes appear ordinary during daily life, it still contains countless surprising events that continue.
Deep beneath the ocean surface, there are enormous mountains and valleys that most people never realize exist. Scientists have discovered underwater mountain chains that stretch for thousands of kilometers across the planet. These hidden formations are created by movement inside Earth's crust, where giant tectonic plates slowly separate from each other. In some places, hot lava rises from below the ocean floor and forms entirely new sections of land over long periods of time. One of the most surprising discoveries is that certain underwater regions contain hydrothermal vents that release extremely hot water filled with minerals. Despite the intense heat and complete darkness, many unusual creatures survive around these vents, including giant tube worms and rare crabs. Instead of depending on sunlight, these organisms use chemicals from the vents to produce energy, which completely changed scientific understanding about how life can survive in extreme environments. Today, researchers continue exploring the deep ocean using advanced submarines and robotic technology. Experts believe humans have still explored only a small percentage of the ocean floor. Although the deep sea may seem empty and silent from above, it is actually one of the most active and mysterious environments on Earth, containing hidden ecosystems, geological activity, and scientific discoveries that continue to surprise researchers every year.